Hey guys, so I showed you how to add driving mode or driving assistant to Google Maps, but I also want to make another video of another app that Google has, and that is Android Auto. Now, Android Auto is a companion, kind of like a companion app that you can actually connect to cars that allow you to pretty much put a Android interface on the big screens of your cars. Newer cars are coming out with this. So if you have a car that supports this, you might want to check this out and continue checking out this video to see how to use it. Now, that's cool and all, but we might not have those fancy cars that you're able to connect to. Well, this app right here is actually the Android Auto app that allows you to pretty much see what you would see on a fancy car like that, but also on your phone. So you can actually safely use your phone while you're driving. So, first off, I'll show you how to download it. You may already have it built into your phone, like automatically, but as long as you just search on your Google Play Store, Android Auto, it will pop up and it'll let you know if you have it or not. When I first downloaded this on my new phone that I have here, I have the Samsung Galaxy A71. It already had this installed, but I couldn't see the app. This is mainly was used for connecting it to the car, but we want to see it also on our phone, on our phone screen. So that's why they made this app here, Android Auto for phone screens. Now, you may need both of them, you may not. You can try one, but I believe you need this one at least, and then if you need to, you might need this one as well. And if you have enough space, it's not going to hurt to download them both. So that's how you would download and install them. So now let's enter the app and I can show you around through it. So let's open up the app here. It's going to boot up. So that actually makes it a different launcher. If you guys know Android has, you can get custom launchers to make your phone look a little different, unique. You can make it look like an iPhone. You can make it look like an old Windows phone, stuff like that. It is like it's a customizable experience with Android phones. So this is pretty much what that is. So here is the main home screen here. As you guys can see here, there is a menu button up here, which we'll get to that in a little bit. There's a microphone button here. This is Android's Google Assistant. This is the home button, and this is the maps button, and this is the phone button, and this is the music playing button. So we'll get to this button after, but we'll start off the maps. So maps will use Google Maps. I believe that's the only map. I don't think you can switch to Waze, but if you guys did not know, pretty much Google Maps is now Waze because Google owns Waze, if you did not know this. As you guys can see, this is kind of blurred out, so you guys can't see my location because obviously it's picking up my location. But this is how you get the maps here. You can set destination here. You can come up here and set it up here. You can set. There's a menu for hitting options for checking for traffic, satellite, and more settings for the Google Maps section. And then there's also a mic for Google Assistant. So you can just do it with your voice or whatnot. And that's pretty cool with Maps. Next is your phone. So obviously you'll be able to see very similar things like you would see on your normal phone dialer. So you have the recents, favorites, contacts. You can dial a number on here, and then you can also check your voicemails. You may also see some of that on the home screen of anything recent calls. So right now you guys can see here the clock and the date and time, but you'll also, this is in the main screen where you also see notifications. So if you're just driving around and you want this on here and you can see this pop up, you'll see your notifications pop up, and you can see recent calls. It'll show you the weather, also how far you are from home or from your recent trip, where location you were just at. They'll bring up some of that, some recent locations you've been to. That's where you'll see that. So you could either click that notification to recall somebody back that you want to put, or you can just come here and you can find them through these options here. Again, the microphone is here, so you can use Google Assistant to also speak it. So next is music. So as you guys can see here, I have YouTube Music. And then so that's my main player, but you actually can also change the player and make it the player of your choice, as long as it's supported on Android Auto. So to be able to change the player, all you have to do is click and hold, or double click actually, and you'll see the different options. Now your what you'll see is different is based on what audio apps you have. Now, I only have YouTube Music, I have Google Play Books, iHeartRadio, and I have Podcast. And you can switch between them on the fly too. So you can, if you wanted to go to a podcast, you can open up podcast, and this will show your podcast here. I can go back. Actually, I'll go back because I like to keep YouTube Music on here. And so this will show you pretty much the basics, your recent, maybe, favorite playlists or whatnot, and you'll see all that information here as it's loading. Again, you'll see the microphone here for Google Assistant. And so yeah, that would be that, and every other option here. So if you want to go back to that home screen, all you gotta do is press this once, and this brings us back to this screen right here. So let's get into the settings real quick. So all you have to do is hit these menu, and you'll see the settings here. These are the different options here. You have settings, which we're going to go into in just a moment. You can check out about apps for Android Auto. So if you're looking to see if there are any other apps that will work for Android Auto, they have a whole section. So you click this, it'll bring you to the Google Play Store and show you apps that are supported by Android Auto. And then if you want to give any help or need help or want to give feedback, you're welcome to use that. And then this is the one way you can close out this app. If you're done driving, you can come here, hit this app, hit exit app, and it will close it out and bring you back to your normal home screen. But there's also another way. So as you guys can see here, I'm on the home screen. If I hit home one more time, you'll get a little message popping up saying, do you want to exit Android Auto? So you can either hit back, which we're going to do, or you can hit exit, and that will close out the app as well. So we're going to go back because I don't want to leave this right now. Next, we're going to go into the settings here, and I'll show you a couple options and explain a little bit about what are some key settings and everything you might want to know about. So open up settings here. So the beginning here, obviously this is meant to connect to one of those fancy cars that you're able to connect to show pretty much what you see on the phone, what I just showed you now, you'll be seeing on your big screen on your dashboard of your car if you have a Android Auto enabled car. And this is how you would have to connect that. You can click that. Once you are connected, you'll be able to connect and communicate with that way. And you may need to check your instructions, your car's manual, to see if there are any other things you need to do with the vehicle to connect to it. That's something you'd have to check in as well. So this is all connected. They have an option to, if you need some help, you can click on here. You can see any previous connected cars here as well. If you switch cars or got new cars, or you go between different cars, this will be able to show you those cars. Here you can see customized launcher. Choose which apps show Android Auto when they appear on the car launcher screen. So you can change that if you want. I have not changed that myself. That way I just know that whatever apps I know will work, Google will know, Android will know, and just use those apps. And that way I'm not messing anything up, and it just works smoothly. The Hey Google Detect. Oops. Commanded that. Sorry, guys. This is already set up if you already have it set up normally on your phone, you won't have to worry about this. You can change day to night mode for maps. I have it set to automatic, but you can change that if you want. You can click on that, and you can change that if you want. Start Android Auto while locked. Access the phone features will be available on the car screen while locked. So this feature is more focused on if it's in your pocket or whatnot, and you just hop in your car and then it can automatically connect to it. Whether it's wired or wireless, actually, which I'll get to that in just a moment. I have this turned off since I do not have a car that I can use it with. Automatically resume media. Pretty self-explanatory. Most of these settings are pretty self-explanatory, but if you had music playing when you were walking, maybe you're at the park and you have some headphones on, you're listening to some music, you take them off, you go in the car, and the car will start playing the music right where you left off. Google Assistant, this will also should be already set up if you already had this set up. If not, you can actually go in here and you can set up your weather, your home and work locations, and more, as it says right here. It shows the weather on your car screen, obtained by using your phone's location, so not the GPS in the car. This will be by your phone's location. So I have that turned on. This is mainly the beginning is more for the car features, but I turn this on so I can also see that as well in the app. Preview incoming messages. So show the first line of the message of incoming notifications if you're stopped. So that's a cool feature. I have that turned off because I don't really need to see it. I can just click the notification, and Google Assistant will pop up and start speaking the message out to me. And then that way, not everybody can see all your messages coming in. I still have the message notification, but I just don't show the whole thing. Show group message notifications. Now, here I do want to mention that this is not just for texting purposes. So I know that WhatsApp works with this, Facebook Messenger, and your phone's text messaging service will all work with this. So you can actually communicate with all those apps through Android Auto. And then if you want to silence your notifications, you can turn that on. This is a pretty cool feature that I started using. Control which Bluetooth start your Android device. So if you have a Bluetooth built into your car, if you want a wireless like I do, I don't have a fancy car, but I have a dongle, a little adapter I have connected to my car. Once it connects to that, my phone can automatically turn on Android Auto for me and be ready for me to drive. Use Bluetooth when this is on. Again, if you have that feature on, this feature also has to be on as well. Screen always on. Yes, I have that on. If you want to turn that off, you're welcome to turn that off, especially if you have it connected to your car. But I leave this on since I'm using this to drive. So as you guys can see here, they do have the option to wirelessly connect Android Auto to your car. So that feature, if that allows it, you can connect wireless as long as the car manufacturer, the car can connect to it wirelessly as well. Mostly it is wired, and I recommend doing the wired if you can. That way it charges your phone, and also you have a stable connection between the car and your device. Google Analytics, this pretty much is background reporting for any app crashes or use statistics. You can turn that off if you want. I leave that on. That way, if there are any glitches, Google can know about it and can work on it for a future update. Typical privacy policy and safety and data legal notices. So typical, and then it shows you the version of Android Auto. So that's pretty it. How long I've been going? I've been going for 12 minutes, so it's a little bit long, but feel free if you have any more questions on this. I think I pretty much went over everything that I typically use and I feel like everybody would use. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you could also send me a message on my Instagram page, which I will link down in the description. And yeah, with that, thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.